Hi everyone, Martini Pose here, and in this video I'm gonna show you the most useful editing tricks that's gonna make your maternity pictures look so much better. The main trick that I use a lot in my maternity photography that makes a big difference is body contouring. You need to understand that when a woman gets pregnant, her body changes a lot. Now in case with Emery here, she looks absolutely stunning being pregnant. And we did a pretty good job with posing in this picture, but I still think it could be better. So let me open this picture in Photoshop so I explain and show you how I'm using this body contouring technique. But before I start making any changes, let me copy the picture to the new layer. Most of you are probably already familiar with the Liquify filter, but in case you don't know how it works, let me show you. So mostly for slimming and body shaping, I'm using this tool that looks like a finger. So this tool lets me move pixels around and change the shape of the objects in the picture. What I normally do, I just aim for proportions in the picture and smoother lines. So it's not necessarily about making someone look thinner like most people think, but it's more about creating more pleasing to the eye the outlines of the body, which basically is what we do with posing as well. I would want her to have like a little bit more of a curve here and then maybe here so the stomach looks more shaped. And sometimes I would even bring the knee in a little bit just to accentuate that curve. And another area that sometimes needs a little bit shaping is the neckline and the jawline. So I think I'm pretty happy here. And let's see the difference before and after. So as you can see, it's a very subtle change, but it makes a big difference. Question of the day for you guys: what is your main struggle when you try to edit maternity pictures? So let's take a look at this picture. This is a very popular maternity pose because it actually shows all the curves, but a lot of women actually don't get that perfectly prominent baby bump. In that case, I would shape their belly a little bit more just to make it look more pregnant and more curvy. But also very often the maternity outfit doesn't fit your client right, so we have to fix that in Photoshop as well. We're gonna go back to the Liquify filter, and again, it's using the same technique. Make sure you use a larger brush. So what I normally do, I either tuck their waistline a little bit from the back just to make it a little bit more curvy and slimmer instead of touching the stomach, or I could actually go in and create the separation between the bust and the baby bump. So that creates the clearer line of the baby bump that makes it look better in the picture. Or I can literally create the shape of the baby bump. Sometimes I make it either a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger, or just create the better shape. And in a lot of cases, I have to tuck the dress in all the way in the bottom under the belly, just so it looks a little bit more prominent. So I just demonstrated how I do it. I don't think anything needs to be done for this picture, honestly. Let me save the changes just so we see the difference. So this is before and after, before and after. And this is the case when you have to work with the outfit a little bit more. So this gown was provided to us by Mama Bump Rentals. Thank you so much, guys. You're the best. And it's extremely beautiful, but it doesn't give her much shape. So the way she's posing, holding her hand under the belly, actually helped us create the shape. But now I'm gonna get into the editing part of it and make it even better. So what I normally start working with is the waistline. And if you happen to have a belt or a tie that you can tie right under the bust line to create the better separation between the bust and the belly, that already is going to help you create a better shape. So in that case, you don't even need to edit it that much. And I'm going to tuck the gown in the back so it looks like it's fitting her better. And as you can see, I'm always changing the size of my brush. I'm actually going to open the dress a little bit more too. And sometimes I have to tuck the dress in right here under the belly. Okay, I think we've done enough. And again, she didn't need that much work because we already did a great job posing and shaping the dress. Now let's just see the difference between before and after Liquify. There is another very common problem that you can come across as a maternity photographer, and it's swollen feet and swollen ankles. And Liquify can get very handy fixing those. And this is actually very common later in the pregnancy to get a lot of fluid retention. So this is exactly what happened to me during my maternity photo shoot. This is me in the picture that you're seeing right now back when I was pregnant with my daughter. So let me show you how to make it look better, because this is not cute. This is like little elephant feet. I was crying when I saw this picture, and I don't want my client to feel the same way, to feel bad about seeing their pictures for the first time. So you better fix it before they see it. First thing that we're gonna do, actually with the same tool, we're just gonna make the foot look a little bit flatter and smaller. Our goal here is to make the foot look less puffy and recreate the normal shape. For the ankles, you can't see it in the picture much, but basically you do the same thing. You're just gonna go and create the shape of the ankles. Actually, I think I went too far. Try to keep the natural curves though. Don't make it too flat or too curvy, because it's just gonna look off. And be mindful of the background. So like here we see a straight line right behind my foot. And actually while I was shaping my foot, I actually moved it. So let me just bring it back down. Okay, let me apply those changes and see if it looks better. Okay, that does look better. I think I went too far, so let me go ahead and fix it. It's very easy to get carried away with Liquify tool, especially if you're using it for the first time. So be mindful of that. It's not just about the shape, the outlines of the foot, but it's also about the way the light falls. So here you see how my ankle actually looks swollen right over here around the bone, just because the light hits it and I see that kind of lump on my foot. So what I'll do with just the patch tool, I'm just gonna remove that highlight and the foot's gonna look a little bit flatter. So there we go. Let me see before and after. And the little elephant foot is gone. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you got something useful out of this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit the bell, and subscribe to my channel. And let me know if you want to see more editing tutorials like this one. Alright, see you in the next one!